Wallace, and I'm an author from the Haunted New Braunfels and Haunted Seguin, and I also am the owner of the Magnolia Hotel.
The Magnolia Hotel is something of a local legend in Seguin, Texas. In 1874, a man by the name of William Faust attempted the murder of his wife while she stayed with friends in New Braunfels. Though his plan ultimately failed, he unintentionally took the life of a young girl named Emma. After committing the crime, he fled to Seguin on horseback. The Magnolia Hotel where he stayed has been a source of mystery and intrigue ever since.
It is so historical, and it begins in the first 2 rooms. It was actually built in 1840, and it was a log cabin that belonged to James Campbell. And then when James Campbell was sadly murdered by Indians, the family sold it to Joseph F. Johnson, and Joseph F. Johnson turned it into a ranger station and a stagecoach station and an actual smoke room for the men, and then he added the 3-room bedroom in the back, making it the original Magnolia Hotel. I knew that we could fix this place up and save it, so we went ahead and bought the building, and during that time we started learning more and more about the beautiful history of this building, but we also started noticing that spirits were showing up. There were, sounds and noises, and the little voice of the girl was the biggest.
In her work, Wallace meets many people curious about her haunted storytelling. At a recent signing for her book, she was approached by a woman in regards to the Magnolia Hotel.
She started to tell me that she asked me if I would not tell anybody where William was buried ever again. And I said, oh, okay, why? And she said, because people are starting to desecrate his gravesite. And I was like, oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. I said, are you related to William Faust? And she's like, oh, no, I'm related to Emma. And I thought that was the strangest thing. Why would you want to protect the murder of your ancestor? And so I asked her, well, why would you do that? And she said, well, we didn't like how it ended. And I said, well, could you tell me what you mean by that? And then she gave me the story, and I realized that Emma had an incredible secret she wanted to share with the world.
Hearing this, the team wanted to know exactly what Emma's secret was. To aid the investigation, Wallace shared a variety of methods for determining the presence of paranormal entities. EMF devices were used, but yielded no results. Additionally, Wallace employed the use of dowsing rods. It is believed by some that the rods are effective in determining the presence of spirits. First, though, she wanted to see if Emma would move the ball for her team.
All right, she's here. Come on, can you move the ball, baby? Move the ball. Can you move the ball? Francisca? Is that how you say it?
Francesca.
Francesca. Francesca, can you roll it to Francesca?
Unfortunately, after several minutes of observation, nothing happened. The ball never moved. Wallace always maintains effort to remain historically accurate both in her writing and historical capacity as owner of the Magnolia. Many criticize her for incorporating the paranormal with historical fact, but Wallace believes if it gets young people engaged in historical discourse, it's worth it. Through the course of this documentary, no verifiable paranormal activity was observed. There was, however, one moment caught on camera that could not be explained. During the filming of this time-lapse, several lights appeared in the ground floor window on the right side of the building. No one was inside the building at the time, and there were no exterior lights that could have caused the reflection. Does this mean paranormal activity is afoot? Not necessarily. It is, however, interesting and keeps the history and legend alive.